Hey guys, how you doing? This is معتز اسماعيل speaking. Our today's lesson is lesson 11. Bob drives a hard bargain. We're gonna see how the Bob drives a hard bargain along with his with Carol, and Carol is from the village market, calls Bob to discuss Susan's scrumptious cookies. And Carol and Bob discuss how much it's gonna take for him and how much it's gonna take for every cookie. We're gonna go very fast for the idioms here. The one is first one is don't can't complain. Can't complain. Things are going well. I'm fine. Example one, how is business, Mike? Can't complain. I sold a lot of computers this month. Can't complain. It's I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine. How are things going at your new job? Can't complain. It's fine. It's good. To crunch numbers is to give up the calculations, is to do the math, right? So some people they love doing it and give you the exact amount of money that cannot cost any business. So Scott loves to crunch numbers, so he decided to become an accountant. Crunch numbers is to do the math, to make the calculations, to perform calculations. Number two, Wendy spends all her time at work and in front of the computer crunching numbers and analyzing sales data. You see, drive a hard bargain is to be tough in negotiating an agreement, to negotiate something in one's favor. So if you go to the market, for example, and you buy a new clothes or shoes, it's gonna be some kind of negotiation between you and the salesperson in order to get the best price. So you drive a hard bargain to get the best price ever. Example number one, I wanted to pay less for the car, but the salesman drove a hard bargain. A hard bargain. Example two, Eric drove a hard bargain and got the company to raise their salary offer by $15,000. You see, so drive a hard bargain, it's to make a kind of negotiation in order to have the best price. Get the ball rolling to get started. To get started is to start something, to kick off. Example number one, let's get the ball running on this project. We've only got 1 week to finish it. So let's start. Let's start. If we don't start, get the ball running over the vacation plan soon, we will end up going nowhere. How it's going? How it's going? How are you? How things going? The same thing. Example number one, how is it going? How are you? I asked Ted. Everything is fine. How are you? She replied, or he replied. Example number two, how is it going? Vladimir asked me. Not bad, I replied. So how it's going, the same as how are you. Make a living. Make a living. To earn enough money to support oneself is to go find work and try to collect some money out of it. That we call it make a living. Example number one, many people laugh at him, but Bill actually makes a living selling gourmet dog food. Number two, Danny makes some money playing his guitar on the street corners, but not enough to make a living. Not enough to make a living is to enough money to support himself. Now we're talking. You're saying the right thing. You're saying the right thing. Example one, you want to offer me free tickets to the concert, J-Lo concert, Jennifer Lopez concert. Now you're talking. Now you're saying the right thing. Number two, would you like to offer me a 10,000 raise in a corner office? Now you're talking. Now you're saying the right thing. Out of the question, it's impossible. It's impossible to happen. To, it's out of question you're going to have two exams, right? Exam number one, my friend Emily wanted me to climb Mount McKinley with her, but I told her it was out of the question. It's impossible to happen. All right, the same thing for the example two. Sweeten the deal. Sweeten the deal is to make it more attractive for the person. Like instead of paying $10,000, I'm gonna make it for you $9,000. So you sweeten, you make it easier, soften the deal. IBM offered to sweeten the deal by giving John a company car if he agreed to work for them. You see, so giving a card is a kind of sweeten the deal. It's making it softer and making it easier. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Accept or reject an offer, which means you have to give the final choice, your final decision, right? So whether you say yes or no, take it or leave it. And this is a very common expression and idiom in the United States. Example number one: the highest salary we can offer you is $50,000 a year. Take it or leave it. Accept it or refuse it. Example two: I'm offering to do the dishes for 1 week if you help me with my science project. Take it or leave it. Accept it or refuse it. Twist arm. Twist arm is when you make a pressure on someone's arm trying to compel him to do something, right? So to persuade someone or to convince him or forcing him to accept an idea. Ted did not want to get another tattoo in his back, but Amber twisted his arm, made pressure on him, Number two: okay, you've twisted my arm, you pressured me, you made me, you forced me. You can now borrow my new car and drive it across the country. One worth one's while, worthy of one's effort or time. It is something that worthy, that it is beneficial, it is worthy to spend time on it. Example number one: it would be worthwhile to audition for the game show Jeopardy. You'll probably win a lot of money. Example two: let me make it worth your while to work weekends. I'll pay you an extra 10% per hour on Saturdays and Sundays. All right, good. We're gonna go back now to the conversation between Carol and Bob and see the audio here file for you guys. It's gonna be okay for the file here.
Lesson 11. Bob drives a hard bargain. Carol from the village market calls Bob to discuss Susan's scrumptious cookies. Carol and Bob discuss how much Bob will receive for each cookie.
Hi, Bob. How's it going?
Fine, thanks, Carol. How are you?
Can't complain. Bob, I've had a chance to crunch some numbers. I can pay you 50 cents per cookie.
That's out of the question. At that price, it's not worth our while. The ingredients alone cost us 30 cents per cookie.
Okay, let me sweeten the deal. 60 cents per cookie?
Carol, my wife and I need to make a living from this business.
Okay. You've twisted my arm. I'll pay you 75 cents per cookie. Take it or leave it.
Now you're talking. We'll take it.
You drive a hard bargain, Bob.
Yes, but we make a good cookie.
Let's get the ball rolling. Bring me 2,000 cookies on Monday morning by 9 a.m.
All right, that's the end of our lesson today. Please make sure you answer the questions below. And if you have any ideas or questions, please try to contact me in, in any of the social media groups or by sending me an email. Thank you so much for your time and see you next lecture.